everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to be doing my tipping video. So I'll be seeing how I did last week. In round 9, not round 8. And I'll be going through my tips for this week in round 10. So without any further ado, let's begin. Okay, so last week the Dockers played the Pies. I tipped them by a point and they won by... In the end, they won by 14 points, I'm pretty sure. So, and by the way, this was the closest round of footy. I reckon Freo actually got off to a 3-goal start, but I'm glad Collingwood came back to get the tip. Then I got one wrong here. I did the Saints against Carlton. I have no idea how the Blues actually won. It was just not a good day for the Saints. I'm going correct, not correct at the moment. So Melbourne Hawthorn, this game was close until for the first 3 quarters, and then Hawthorn, they just dominated near the end. It was a brilliant game for the Hawks. So, no, not Saturday night, Saturday twilight, Essendon, Sydney. What happened? Essendon, they got off to a 6-goal lead in the second quarter, and then Sydney challenged them at the end, but it just was not enough to win. So and then there's another close game here. So I'm still going correct, wrong. Oh no, correct. The TO Stadium and Darwin, Gold Coast and Bulldogs. Gold Coast got the win by 10 points. Now, the Dogs actually came back quite a bit near the end, but Gold Coast were able to hang on for the final 2 minutes. The showdown at Adelaide Oval, Yatapolti versus Kawana. Well, last week they called Port Adelaide versus Adelaide Crows. In this game, it was crazy. Every single break, Crows were up by 5 points or less. It was a crazy game. Crows got off to a 20-something point lead in the last quarter. But then Port, they just started coming back and got within 4 or 5 points. But the Keen Mark saved it for the Crows. So I didn't get that one. I think I go for a right-wrong streak for the whole round. Okay, Richmond, West Coast. What a game. I think there were 15 or 16 lead changes. Richmond, I think it was Tom Brown who did a great tackle near the end to help them win. What a game, what a tip. Now another close game, only 4 points. Geelong and Giants. The Giants have now won their past 5 in Geelong. I still don't know how they do it. Bailey Smith and Tom Green were great. Very high score, 101 to 105. Oh, Jesse Hogan kicked 7, so can't believe the Giants got done there. And how did this happen? A draw between North Melbourne, who are very long, who are 17th on the ladder, against Brisbane, who are top. How did they draw? That's what really made it a low average, because out of all the margins combined, it was less than 100, which is a crazy low score. Very crazy. So, let's have a look at who I'm going to tip in this week in round 10, Indigenous round. Okay, we've got Gold Coast and Hawthorn and Darwin. Gold Coast playing their 2 games in a row. This game, it's so tough. The Hawks 3rd, Gold Coast 4th. I'm going to say Gold Coast generally play well in TO. I mean, I want to tip the Mighty Hawks, but I reckon Gold Coast will get done by 6 points. That sounds about right. Okay, Sydney Carlton at the SCG. Another toughie. I went with Sydney last week and they did not get done. I'm really tempted to tip the Blues here. They've been in some great form recently, apart from the game against the Crows. But they started 0-4. They've won 4 out of their. They've won 4 out of 5 since. I'm pretty sure. I'll go with the Blues in an upset. I reckon they'll get it done. No confidence though. I do definitely have no confidence one bit. Okay, Collingwood and the Crows at the MCG. Well, Collingwood versus Guana. I do not like their new logo. It's on the AFL when you go in matches. It's all red. I just don't really like it. The past, 4 times they've played, the margin's been under a goal. So I reckon Collingwood probably can get done by under a goal again. Deja vu will happen. Crows could win. Who knows? But I'll just go with sorry, my words are getting a bit jumbled here. I'll go with who most of the tipsters are going for, just to be safe. Port Geelong at Allen Oval. I have no idea why 76% is tipping Geelong. Both teams lost by under a goal last week. I mean, Yadapolti, aka Port, is 13th of the ladder. Geelong is 7th. Ooh. I reckon Port can get done. That's what my heart's saying. So I'm going to go with them. Not trying to be biased, but come on, Port. Get the job done. Giants and Fremantle at NG Stadium. I reckon I'll just have to go the Giants here after being the Cats in Geelong. Pretty crazy match. I just can't see Wally up, aka Fremantle, winning this, so I'll go the Giants. We've got Bulldogs, Essendon, Marvel. Both of the teams' home ground. Bulldogs are 6th, Essendon 9th. Ooh. I'll go Bulldogs here because they're crazy good form recently. I don't think did they lose last week? Anyway, I forgot. But I remember they're great against Port and the Saints. So I'll go with the Bulldogs here. I've got a bit of confidence in me that the Bulldogs can win. Richmond, North Melbourne at the MCG. This is probably going to be one of the worst games to There'll probably be the most turnovers in this game. It's probably going to be one of the closest. I'll go North Melbourne here, actually, even though it's at Richmond's home ground. North Melbourne have been very good lately due to Brisbane and losing by under a goal in their past 2 matches, I'm pretty sure. I'll go with North here. No confidence. Definitely no confidence for sure. Okay, Brisbane and Narm, aka Melbourne, at the Gabba. I'm definitely going to tip Brisbane here. West Coast St Kilda, Optus. Walchimara vs Euro Roke. The Indigenous names. I reckon I'll go the Saints here. So those are my round 10 tips in the Indigenous round. Also, I forgot to mention that for my gauntlet, I'll be tipping the Saints against the Eagles. Okay. Let's check in with the comp. I don't know if anyone's joined. Probably not. Can you guys please join the comp? It'll really make my day. But because you guys haven't, there's no one to shout out. So I guess that is the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe if you like what we're seeing. And I'll see you again next time with... I think I'm doing... It'll either be an Akinated video, I'm pretty sure, or a Teen Coach album update. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Bye!